Alexis Poulain is a journalist and founder of Le Monde Modern. He's joining us live from Paris. Alexis, good to see you and welcome to the program.
Thank you.
The French president held a second cabinet crisis meeting following the widespread riots. Do we have details or information of what was agreed to in the meeting?
Not really. I mean, what we know so far is that there will be curfew in about 20 to 30 cities in France tonight, starting from 9 p.m. Also yesterday, all traffic from tramways and buses was cancelled in all over the country from 9 p.m. And in terms of the engagement of police forces, there was 45,000 police forces engaged yesterday with special units, anti-terrorist units that were deployed with also armored vehicles, helicopters, drones, and all kind of instruments to engage with the protester and make sure that the riots won't be as big as yesterday. What we've seen in France during the past 3 days was rioters attacking police station, attacking town halls, attacking public offices, also schools, and of course looting some stores like Nike and other stores that are in Paris and everywhere in the world. But it has been widespread all over the country. It started in Paris, in the Paris area, but now it's in, as you said, in south of France, in the east, in the north. It's pretty much everywhere. And the executive power is trying to react with as much police forces as possible on the streets while trying to avoid any more drama like the one that led to the death of the young Nile.
Alexis, we are reporting that over 1,300 arrests have been made so far. Can you confirm that for us? And several cities have imposed curfews, like you mentioned, following the unrest. Are the curfews really working so far? And what are the authorities doing to avoid a spillover?
Well, yes, there was thousands of arrests, and the Justice Department is trying to judge on the spot these rioters and make sure they got immediate justice. And for the curfew, of course, there is around 30 cities tonight. But yesterday there was already curfews in some cities, like Marseille and other. It didn't work. The young rioters are in the streets. They don't care so much about the police forces or the law enforcement officer or the curfews measures. So it really doesn't work so far. What the French government has done also is trying to ban any image of violence on social networks in France, being TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, and all the social networks used by these young people. They are being censored right now to avoid the image of violence and avoid the regroupment of these youngsters at night. So it didn't work yesterday, it didn't work the day before. Will it work tonight? We'll see. But right now, the situation is pretty blurry, and the executive is unseen on TV or radio. We had the Minister of the Interior, Gérald Darmanin, who spoke yesterday on the main French TV news, but today no official took the microphone or spoke in front of a camera or made any official announcement. Emmanuel Macron is nowhere to be seen. He cancelled his trip to Germany, but it looks like they are waiting for more information from the war room, as they call it, to know what to say and what will be the further measure if riots keep on in France.
Alexis, very briefly, President Emmanuel Macron is seeking to unite the country in his second term. What do these protests mean for him?
I think they mean that his policy is not working because France has been under a lot of unrest since he's been re-elected. And even before, we had the Yellow Vest movement. Then there was the pension reform where the French people went in the street. And now with this death of young Nile, the suburbs are also going in the street. So it means that pretty much every part of the society is on fire. There is something that is not going well in France. There is violence. There is also a fear about the inflation and the economic state of the country. And President Macron has not answered up to what the French were expected.
All right, I've been talking to journalist and founder of Le Monde Modern. His name is Alexis Poulner. Alexis, thank you for talking to WION World is One today.
Thank you.